I knew she had been born. I didn't see her right away. About 10 minutes passed, and then they brought her over to me, and I got to see her. They asked me if I wanted to touch her, and I didn't know how. She was wrapped in plastic on a ventilator. When we first found out we were pregnant, we were both shocked, just very surprised, but very excited, very happy.
So throughout Leia's pregnancy, she was incredibly healthy. She was running, she was exercising, she was taking her multivitamins every day. She was very healthy.
Our 20-week anatomy scan was perfectly normal. I first started to feel like something was wrong right around 22 and a half weeks. I woke up in the middle of the night with severe back pain. I came in, and when they did the exam, they saw that I was already dilated, fully spaced, membranes bulging, and that's when our journey started.
The doctors put Leia on bed rest, and we tried to stay on bed rest as long as we could, just to give the baby more time inside the womb. That way she could thrive and live. After Leia had the C-section, a few days later, I was able to wheel her down to the NICU to where she could see Elodie for the first time. And I'd never forget how scared she was, but also so happy, how just overwhelming joy she felt when she saw her. And I remember when she touched the glass box with Elodie inside, it kind of just crushed my soul for a little bit, because I know as a new mother, all she wanted to do was hold that baby and, you know, cuddle her and take care of her, but she couldn't.
I had never seen a baby so small. I had never seen skin so translucent. I had never pictured that being the way I saw my baby for the first time.
Seeing my daughter so little with so many different pokes and needles and all these things inside of her, it felt really bad. It was just like I was kind of like outside my body just watching this whole process happen.
So I first got to hold Elodie when she was only 8 days old. She was tiny, she was on a ventilator, she was on a jet. There were wires everywhere. We had to keep her super duper covered because her body temperature had to be regulated. But all I remember feeling was fear. I know that's not necessarily the first thing you're supposed to feel when you hold your baby, but when your baby is so fragile, so little.
Being in the NICU is definitely an emotional roller coaster. There's highs and there's lows, and it seems to always keep going back and forth.
So the morning of March 12th, we quickly drove over to the NICU and got to take our baby and put her in a car seat, take her off all the monitors, no wires, nothing. And the nurses and doctors lined the hallway and did a graduation parade for her. And it was one of the happiest moments I've ever had.
Elodie is a little ray of sunshine now. You would never know that she was a NICU baby. In fact, we get that quite a bit.
She is the happiest little girl. She is a happy baby. She is growing like a weed. She eats like a champion. She's got the cutest little baby rolls and is developing right on track for her both her actual and adjusted ages.
She's such a fighter, which kind of goes all the way back to the NICU.
March of Dimes has been a critical component in being able to save younger and younger babies, and I hope that by honoring Elodie's journey and sharing her story that we can continue to help save these younger babies and contribute to more March of Dimes research in all the ways that they contribute to moms and babies' health.
With March of Dimes and a lot of their support for the families, it felt like when we buckled up for that roller coaster, they buckled up next to us as well to kind of like help us and guide us and go through that journey together, which was awesome.